here in the pouring rain. Had to go through a lake to get here. My backyard is soaked. It is ugly outside. But I'm here. See if any of you join me from the warmth of your houses inside. But it is wet outside. Hey, Terry. Drama, how you doing? There's a few of you guys showing up. Kevin, hello. Might have to bring a heater in here next time. It's getting cold. Partly because I got all wet walking in here. There was so much water outside. Hello, Jesse, Mike, Joseph, Ron. Hello, everybody. Kevin, how you doing? Yeah, you saw the video I posted today? Yeah, I should have ran that a while ago, but I thought with trout season coming up, it'd be good to help out Tom, the guide on that trip. Hey, John. Lloyd, hello, everybody. See who else is going to show up tonight. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. What you guys like to do. So I got to go fishing Sunday. Wasn't the best weather. We had some big swells. Luckily no wind early. But in the middle of the day we had 20 knot winds. So that made it interesting. And then somehow in the middle we had fog that was so bad you couldn't see maybe 100 feet at the most. I'm watching tankers and container ships pass me on radar. I can see they're quarter mile, half mile away. But luckily that's as close as I got. But yeah, it's pretty rough. Hey Robert, hey Alan. Hello Adrian. Hola. Whatever happened to the fish batter? We stopped making it when we lost Ralph's and Vaughn's and Albertsons. No, we lost Ralph's and Vaughn's, and that happened. We just stopped making it because it wasn't worth it to pay all that money for insurance and everything and then only sell it at the Fred Hall shows. When we had it in the supermarkets, it was nice. But they wanted slotting fees and I didn't have the thousands and thousands of dollars they wanted, so it went away. Hello, Alex, Bishop, California. It must be tons of snow up that way. I was actually emailing a guy from up there today from LA Department of Water and Power, and he was talking about how much water they have up there and how they're really nervous about what's going to happen when the snow melts because they have so much snow up there. So we'll see what happens. Hello, Tim. Hey, Robert. How you doing? Yeah, we might look at bringing it back. It's just, I don't know if there's a way to do it in small quantities. Because if I make it in small quantities, what you used to pay $5 for, you're going to have to pay like $10. And I don't know if people would pay that kind of money for that. So that's one of the challenges. What does Terry say? Had a good appointment with the spine surgeon. Have to get MRI. Going home on Saturday. That's good. How long has it been since you've been home? A couple of months? Between hospitals and rehab? Yeah, slot fees are pretty ugly. Okay. Well, just a reminder that Boomerang is one of our sponsors. Hope you guys all get their toys, their tools. Here's the lure that Matthew made me. Of course, B-52 bucktails. Please buy them when you get a chance. We need to sell them. Alan, the two ingredients that the main ingredients of it you can't really buy. They're only commercial. There's a crispy agent that we use. So you could make the fish batter, you could make your fish, and even if you didn't serve it for 10 minutes, it didn't get soggy, it stayed crunchy. So I don't think you can buy that over the counter. So we'll see. Yeah, Terry's going home. Going home on Saturday, she said. And then Sunday we'll all be in San Diego for a day at the docks. Hey Brad, how you doing? Hey Terry, thank you for your super chat. I appreciate it. All right, let's get the show open in here.
I'm Dan Hernandez and I live to fish.
All right.
I have been fishing along the Pacific coast my entire life.
Oh!
Let me bring you in the action and share with you some great fishing tips along the way.
It's always nice to put that up there. Here's another thank you to all the volunteers that helped us out at the last event. Yeah, those weren't all volunteers. Some of those were volunteers. A lot of those were just people that we met at the show. So it's always nice when people come by and say hello. I appreciate it. Okay, guys, I have 45 of you on here. but only 25 likes. Can we get a few more? Hey, Wild Willie. There's Adrian. Yes, we will have a booth at Date the Docks, and we will have a booth at the Bart Hall show in Long Beach. So we'll be at both. Roughly, hello. Hello, hello. There's my first fish photo. I wonder what all these things were here. That's Jimmy. So if you guys want to get in the contest to win a free fishing trip with me to the East Cape, sponsored in part by Turner's and by the Van Warmers at Hotel Palmas de Cortez, you can scan that code there or go to the website and sign up for it. And just a reminder, you can still watch us full episodes 24/7 whenever you want by just downloading our app there, or our video on demand channel, I should call it. And it's only $1.99 a month. So all that helps out. Yeah, that's one thing I was going to talk to you guys about. Tamara's walking home in the rain. Hey, Mac. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the news, but for the second time in the history of the state of California, there will be no salmon fishing in California this year. And I was listening to some of the tackle stores talking up in Northern California in newscasts, and they're saying that's like 40-50% of their business for the year is salmon fishing. All the gear they have in their stores already for salmon fishing that was supposed to start next month, they won't be selling it. So not only is it going to hurt all the tackle shops, it's a lot of boats up there in the Bay Area only run salmon trips. I mean, that's their season. Like the guys that specialize in tuna here, big tuna, stuff like that. There's the same thing up north for salmon trips, and it's San Francisco, it's Emeryville, it's Oakland, it's the whole bay. All that. There won't be any salmon trips. All the river guys, they won't be doing it. The fuel docks that would get all the people taking their boat out to go salmon fishing, they're going to lose money. Grocery stores, people that sell ice, everything, no salmon. So that's going to be brutal. And for next year for lobster fishing, that's going to have a huge impact on what guys use for bait for lobsters, because a lot of people depend on salmon heads for bait. And salmon heads are going to be a commodity now that they won't be able to catch them next year. So that's going to be pretty bad. All right, so there's some questions here. Um, 3216, yes. I'm just doing a couple of seminars at the Bart Hall show. They wanted me to talk about inshore fishing, so I'm going to do that. They wanted me to speak every day, like at 7:15 or 7:30, and I said that's too late because the show closes at 8. So they snuck me in a couple of earlier dates during the week. So I will do that. Yeah, Lloyd, the salmon fishing might be good in 5 years for now, but all the people that depend on making an income from it, have to send their kids to school and feed their families and all that. They are going to be hurting this year. They are going to be hurting quite a bit. So Kevin says I'll be doing seminars on the Accurate Stage booth Wednesday. No, it's not going to be 7 p.m. They canceled that, so it'll be during the middle of the day. I think it's like 3 o'clock or something. Yeah, Steve, I agree with you. That's really devastating for all the boats, the guides, the shops, everything. It's pretty sad. Mike, how much are tickets for Day at the Docks? Day at the Docks is free. There's no admission. There's no fee. Back in the day when it first started, it was basically open house day, and then they got people open up booths there and stuff. And then the fishing industry started supporting it and took their tackle there. So, yeah, it's free to attend. Like Robert says there, it's free to attend. Yeah, I'm guessing a lot of those boats that normally fish salmon will be fishing lingcod and rockfish. No, they haven't fished for them this year. They're saying that the problem is that because the extreme drought that we had for so many years, they didn't release water to those rivers. So they were expecting, I don't know, say 1 million salmon to go back and spawn up the rivers. And the one report I saw said 60,000 salmon went back up and spawned in the rivers. So they said that's not enough to go ahead and just open it up for fishing. So we'll see. Yeah, there's limits on salmon. There's size limits and number of fish you can take, and species too. Kevin says 30% chance of rain for Sunday. We're committed. We're going to be there. If it's pouring rain Sunday morning, we won't unload the t-shirts and stuff, but the rest of the stuff we can put up and try to stay dry. Yeah, so that's the big news I want to share with you guys was about the salmon. It's just pretty brutal for all the boats. So we'll see what happens. What's that? JDM. Lots of times that's good to go fishing for perches. Surf perch is in the springtime. Also, during the grunion runs is a good time to go because the halibut will move in close to eat the grunion, and lots of times you can catch halibut when you're fishing for perch that way. Yeah, Tim, but those are totally different people. The guys that fish king crab are not the salmon fishermen. But I tell you what, some of those boats, though, the king crab boats, on the off season, when they're not doing king crab, they use their boats as storage boats and holding boats for the salmon boats. So the salmon boats, in some of the areas where the season's really short, maybe a week or so, they'll run their boat to one of the crab boats, like the boats that you see on Deadliest Catch. They'll dump all their salmon, get a receipt for how many pounds of fish they caught, and then run right back out to the fishing grounds. That way they don't have to run all the way into the harbor and go and drop it off, and then they can just stay out in the fishing grounds where they have the bigger ships. So do that. So that does happen too. Yeah, we need to load a canopy on Thursday to do that. I know you can't make it, Kevin. Don't worry about it. But yeah, Thursday we'll load a canopy. And hopefully they're going to give us one to use too. And that says they are going to Texas. Oh, everybody, today is Annette's birthday. Annette Sanchez, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Hey, Jimmy. Jimmy, call Monica tomorrow. I think she already has a third person for your boat. I'm not sure if it was Tuna Slayer or one of the guys that's in here. I'm pretty sure is in your boat. Well, Willie. Yeah, I'm sure Sea Lions did a big hurt on him. Mauricio. Yeah, there's already yellowtail off Ensenada right now. The guys in San Diego are catching them at the Coronado Islands, so I would think Todos Santos, Santo Tomas, all that area would have yellowtail on it right now. If they're biting at the Coronados, I'm sure they're right there in Ensenada. So I would think it would be good. The whole problem this year is the weather. I mean, there's just this weather is terrible. I was out there on Sunday, did a private charter, and I'm dodging logs and tree branches and trying not to run over stuff with my boat. So that was a big problem. Yeah, everybody's saying happy birthday to Annette. Happy birthday, Nat. Happy birthday. There's all the messages there. Happy birthday. I was around for some of your early birthdays too, like 17, 18. Was I around for 20? I know it was pretty early. When you and Robert first started dating. Hey Al, how you doing? Yeah, they're getting some nice yellows at the Coronados, and if this weather ever settles down, it should be even better. Should be a lot of fish. Hey Jeff, my mom's doing okay. She's still a little weak from all the radiation. She went 5 weeks of radiation, and the doctors told her that radiation treatment will continue to work for another month. So she's still going to feel beat up for a while. Um, and then after another couple of weeks, they're going to do some more tests and scans and see if that cancer is more contained. And then hopefully they're going to cut the tumor out. It's a pretty big tumor, so she says it's getting smaller. I haven't looked at it in a while, so yeah. Yeah, but I know you were young when you guys were young when you started dating, but I didn't know if I was around like the 15th birthday. I'm sure I was around the 16th and 17th birthday. Maybe the 15th birthday. So Tamara only lives a block away from the hospital. Yeah, Jeff, my dad will probably be on here in a little while. He comes on lots of times. Yeah, it's a nice go to yellowtail. And if this weather ever settles down, it could be, the tuna could be right outside here too. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm not sure which country it is, if it's Greenland or Iceland. But one of those, when I was looking at to visit it on my way to Europe, I was looking like activities and things to do. And one of them, if you go whale watching, at the end of the trip, you actually eat whale. They serve you whale. So that's different. But, yeah, something that would never happen here. But over there, and again, I don't remember which country it was. It was Iceland or Greenland. All right, so here are some pictures from, where did I put them? Oh, these are some of the fish we caught on Sunday. So that's the younger kid on the right there with the big white fish. And the weather looks pretty good there. It doesn't look as bad as it was. That was in the morning there. And then that was a double that we had right there, him and his older brother. So they bit pretty good there for a little while. We had about an hour of a really good bite. We were able to get about 8 of them. And then earlier, we were in an area and they were really small, so we just let them go. But these were nice size, good quality. And it's funny, the closer you get to shore, the bigger they are. And the farther we were, the smaller they were.
Got off again. We'll see. B-52 jig. San Miguel Island here. Gorgeous weather. Good fishing.
What's he pointing? On reverse jump. Look at that. Look at whitefish. Whitefish behind you too. Nice thing on the swim bait.
Nice big whitefish here aboard the Coral Sea, guys. Excellent quality here at San Miguel. Nice whitefish link out here.
Two really nice fish that just came in on the Coral Sea. Monster whitefish, nice ling cod, fishing right here at San Miguel Island. It's really, really nice. I was yo-yo fishing a magic metal jig, 4.5 ounce red color, and I got slammed. I think it's a tuna. Everybody's messing around with those yellowtail. Oh, there's a nice tuna there. And I think I got slammed by a tuna. Yeah, it's a magic metal jig. This is a magic metal bluefin tuna, magic metal, 4.5 ounce, It's a brand new color we came out with. Looks like a red crab. Just a beautiful, beautiful trip. And this is a great way to end it. Magic metal jig, bluefin tuna, just awesome. Captain Mike, and for this week's tip of the week, guys, we have half the boat, our guys fishing with us from Oregon. They've never been tuna fishing before. They fish albacore up there, but they've never been on a big boat like this. Never fished for yellowfin, bluefin. They had a great time, and the guys told us the way they learned and what to expect was by watching these episodes and by going to my YouTube channel. So this week's tip is if you're gonna experience something new, you haven't done it here in Southern California, Mexico, go to my YouTube channel, look up episodes like the one on the Sea Adventure 80, get an idea what the fishing's like. Well, I want to thank Captain Mike, the whole crew aboard the real Sea Adventure 80, and those guys did a great job. I'm Dan Hernandez, hoping you enjoyed this week's episode of Sport Fishing.
So, question was sheephead. Yes, they are fishable. I wasn't sure they were fishable before I did my charter on Sunday, so I went and checked Fishing Game, the rules, and they opened up March 1st. So, yeah, you can catch sheephead, but like Al says, you can only catch 2. No longer 5 sheephead. You can only catch 2. Yeah, we just bounced the whitefish. I mean, they were pretty big. A couple of them were pretty big. There's a couple of rocks inside there at the horseshoe where they're all that size. Big ones. And I was surprised we didn't get any sheephead there because I had fished there a while ago and we caught a lot of sheephead there. But haven't done it in a while. That was about 2 years ago. I think it was 2021 was the last time we were on the Sea Adventure 80. That's when I caught that. But I use that jig all the time when it's that size fish, schooling fish, or if I want to get down below. Like on that bite, it was a lot of yellowtail the guys were catching. I wanted to get down below the yellowtail, and that's how I caught the tuna. So that worked out good for me. And that was a pen reel. Somebody was asking what reel I was using. I use a 4.5 ounce for that surface fishing where I'm casting it out and then winding it back. 4.5 ounce magic metal jig. Works out really good for me. See if I had one here. Nope. Don't know why I don't have them here, but I have start stocking them here. Hey, Fish with Cliff. Thanks. It was nice to meet you guys too. Steve, if they were breaking on the surface, I would throw the same size jig. Yeah, I would throw a 4.5 ounce. If they're strictly down deep, no, I wouldn't use them. But what's funny is the slow pitch fishing that a lot of the guys are doing now. I think it's more, it's a different technique in different parts of the world, more popular than here, but it's starting to get here. Those guys use small jigs like that. They'll use a 4 ounce, 3 ounce, 4.5 ounce to fish down 500 feet to fish for tuna and other fish. But they use super, what we would consider small jig. You know, we're fishing 300 grams, 400 grams for the tuna, and those guys are fishing 4 ounces. So it's all different technique. Yeah, I heard that there's a lot of flooding up there, tuna slayer. From what I saw on the news, it's pretty sad. Yeah, Jeff, that same exact jig, that red one, you can find it on our website. We have it for sale there. What's behind me? What are you talking about, James? The fish in the corner? That one? The logo? What? Yeah, the problem you're not going to like about it, from like talking to some of the guys in the stores and stuff, is the rods they use are like noodle rods. I don't know if you guys watch them fight those fish. There's just no backbone to those rods. They bend, worse than what the ugly sticks used to be. So, I mean, it's you're just using like the grip for the rod to pull on the fish, because the rod tip just doesn't have any. There's nothing on it. They need that super light tip to make the jig bounce and flutter. But when you're hooked up on a big fish, it's going to be terrible because you have no backbone to it. On the YouTube live, the super chats, is that what you're talking about? That's the super chat. So the people that are buying super chat tickets, that's what that's for. Yeah, it's all real. Yeah, JDM, it's even worse than a traditional ugly stick rod. Just really, really. No rail rods. It's spinning rods. They're not using conventional gear. So yeah, you're not doing that. It's spinning reels, so they're using, lighter line, and the rod's just. I look at the videos and I see the guys pinned against the boat because they can't lift on it because the rod doesn't do any good. I mean, it's like they'd be better off just to hand line the fish in. But whatever. It's another technique, another way to sell jigs, another way to sell rods and reels, more gear. Stores could all use that, I'm sure. Yeah, Kevin, that's what it's like. It's just no backbone on the rods. Yeah, I don't know if all the rods are acid wrapped, but yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. So here's that link again if any of you are interested in subscribing to my video on demand channel. It's $1.99 a month. So you can do that. And our fishing trips for the year are starting to fill up. We already have 3 trips sold out already. And we haven't even gone to the Long Beach Hall show yet. So if there's a trip you really want to go on, I would really suggest you sign up soon. Okay? And let me find that jig for you. So you can just go to our website anytime at sport-fishing.com and look under shop, and you'll see fishing lures and jigs there. Excuse me. Guess that's from walking through all the water to get back here. Yeah, Tamara, what you're talking about, a rod for rock fishing with a jig, is totally different than what the guys are talking about right now for doing that other technique. All right, so Jeff, here's the link for the Magic Metal jigs, and the one you want to order is a 4.5 ounce. 4.5 ounce, and then again you can find it in the red color there, if that's what you want. Okay. Yeah, we need this rain to stop. That is for sure. Yeah, you really need like a noodle rod if you're gonna do that slow pitch stuff. A really soft rod. Yeah, but man, everything's gotten more expensive lately. Just getting components. Everybody's having a hard time getting rod components and anything out of China. It's been pretty terrible. So, where is over here? Are you watching us from Asia? Or watching us on the East Coast? Where are you watching us? Was it Hawkoman? Sorry if I butchered that. We should have them in stock. I have to check with Monica tomorrow when I'm in the office. But yeah, 4.5 ounces, they should be in stock. Southeast Asia. Well, welcome to our YouTube Live. We have somebody here from Southeast Asia. That's cool. So is that slow pitch real popular over there? Or do you guys fish with live bait at all? Or is it all just jigs? And what are you fishing for? The guys here would love to hear what you're fishing for. There's a whole bunch of messages there. All right, Kevin, I'll check tomorrow. I'm in the office. Maybe we're out of the red ones. I thought we still had some in stock. I will try to find out. I'll be there tomorrow if you want to call the office and we can take a look. And just a reminder, this coming Saturday, we have a kids club meeting at Lake Lake. It won't be raining, so please bring the kids. If you're one of our current volunteers, we can use you. We need to make sure everybody's live scanned. So we need to get everybody live scanned, but we need more volunteers. So here is a little promo for that.
The Daniel Hernandez Youth Foundation hosts a free kids fishing club meeting on the third Saturday of every month at Lake Lake in South Almani. We're located at the old concession stand there at the lake. Everything's free for the kids. Learn all the basics about fishing, casting,
and how to catch fish. I'm there, and it's lots of fun for all the kids. So make plans to join us third Saturday of every month at Lake Lake. We'll see you there.
So this weekend's going to be busy. Have the kids club meeting Saturday, and then straight from the kids club meeting, I'm driving down to San Diego to start getting ready for Day at the Docks. So it's going to be a busy time. And it's raining hard outside. Hope I can make it to the house. So it says in Southeast Asia they fish for a lot of amberjack. Cool. Well, welcome here. You're welcome here. Thank you for joining in. And if you want to send me some pictures that I can share with the guys on Thursday, don't be afraid to email me pictures. Let me put down my email address here. And if you have a little video of you guys slow pitch fishing, I'm sure they would love to see it. There's my email address. Don't be afraid to use it. Yeah. I might need a life jacket to get back in the house. It is raining hard. My feet are soaked. My shoes got soaked. I didn't put boots on to walk out here. I didn't think it was going to be that bad, but everything's soaked out here. My patio over here is soaked. There's water all over it. Hope my patio furniture doesn't float away. So we'll see. Hello, Victor. Tuna queenfish. Haven't seen that. Yeah, you guys can hear the rain. Yeah, it's raining pretty good here. I thought I'd be safe because they said it wouldn't be hard rain until 9, 10 o'clock. But they lied like normal. Yeah, luckily there's no leaks in here. So it's nice and dry. Tamara wears boots. Okay. Yeah, if you could send me some pictures, it'd be great. I'll make a little slideshow and share them with the guys here. They'd love to see them. Jeff, yeah, I've been playing with the idea about getting another dog, but I just feel bad with all the traveling I do. And I'm normally in Europe twice a year, 2 weeks at a time, and a couple of trips to Mexico, and then all the conventions and all the charters. I don't know if I want to do that to another dog. I don't know. Here's one last video for you guys.
Nice Johnny bass here on the Magic Metal Jig.
I'll keep this one.
All right, so I want to demonstrate to you how ridiculous the fishing is here. Here's a Magic Metal Jig. I'm gonna drop it about 5 feet over the side. I'm gonna catch a fish. And this is gonna take about a minute, maybe that long. So let's come right over here. I'm gonna take this jig. I'm just gonna drop it down here. You should be able to watch the jig get bit. I'm just gonna go down about 10 feet. Just swing it around here slowly. There's fish all over it right there. See the fish coming up after it? There, I got a fish already. And just to prove to you that this wasn't a fluke, I'm gonna do it one more time. Little fish, let it go. Take the jig, drop it right here where you can see it. See the jig right there in the water? That was a Johnny Bass. That's a black rockfish. There it is, right there on the surface. And we're not snagging them, hooking them right there in the mouth. Just ridiculous, ridiculous fishing.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not gonna be getting a dog, I don't think, anytime soon. It was too hard losing April too. Okay, so there was a question about, Kevin's asking about the reels. I'm pretty sure some of the other guys already answered you, but whatever you do on the 400 Lexa, make sure you get a power handle. You have to have a power handle. If it doesn't have a handle, this is the Komodo one, but you just want the single handle on your reel. Very important. Okay. So, I'm not sure if the wind comes with it or just the HT, but you have to have a power handle. Don't get the paddle handles. I tell you guys, these level 1 reels, when I first saw them, I really thought it was a joke. I didn't think people were going to really start using them. And I just live off them now. I use these all the time. I use the 400s from my boat for the private charters. And for anything local, going to Catalina, if I'm on the Gale Force or something like that, that's the reel I'm using all the time. So that's what I use. Alright, I'm going to call it a night. I got to put on my life jacket and try to make it back in the house. And then Oak Island's on soon. So I will try to check tomorrow too and see if we have more of those red jigs. That same jig I was using for the rockfish is the same exact jig I was catching the tuna with. And in shallow water, that's the same jig I'll use for rockfish and lingcod and stuff too. But normally when I'm in deeper water, I'm fishing the 10-ounce magic metal jig. But in that shallower water, fish are up on the surface, I do that. Yeah, Daniel, we start at 7 p.m. Every Tuesday and Thursday. All right. Go to my Facebook page and like us there. And go to the website and sign up for the updates, and then you'll get the notices that remind you. All right. If any of you are free on Thursday, we could use a couple of bodies to help load the trucks up. I know Brad's going to be there. I'm going to be there. I think we got one or two other guys probably coming. So maybe one other person, if someone's free, we could use some help. And just get ready for Day at the Docks. All right, guys, if I don't talk to you on Thursday for some reason, I'll see you Sunday at Day at the Docks. Don't forget, Day at the Docks is this coming Sunday. All right, talk to y'all later. Good night, everybody.